So today we're not gonna talk about this dating book, but we're gonna go through some Reddit stuff. Because I haven't done it in a while and I'm very interested. And today I don't really feel like going through a book. The next episode might actually also be like me talking once again. And yeah, I need to record something, so I'm gonna record something. And we're gonna see. We're gonna motherfucking see. I truly appreciate you taking the time. Well, you're welcome, man. You really are welcome. Even though it's been like 20 days ago. Shit. Well, anyway, but I know what it is about. And I've actually also recorded that, so yeah. Today I learned of Hawaii's forbidden isle? An island bought by a Scottish woman for $10,000 in 1864, which is quite nothing. Access to this island, Access to the island or its 170 inhabitants requires special permission from the woman's great-great-grandson, who still owns and controls the island. Pretty fucking interesting, but I mean, I gotta have to say, if we have a look at this island there, it is insane. Nice. Just, yeah, tomorrow there is the Champions League final, and a few buddies of mine and me are gonna watch that, which is fucking amazing. Really, truly appreciate that. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead. A little bit of pop art. I really like that though. I really do like that. A good horror book that's not Stephen King. Well, there's not gonna be something. Now, I actually wanted to say I've never ever read a horror book, but I have indeed, because I don't remember what the school is called in English. I really don't. But in this school, we actually had to read an horror book, and I do just remember that I've read that with a great buddy of mine. Still, we've actually been friends for 10 years now already, and I'm 19, so let's think about that. It's insane. Well, actually more than 10 years. So I've known him for a 4 and 4 is 8 and 5 is definitely not 10, 13 years. It is insane. Fuck, man. And we're still in contact and we still hang out. That's amazing, man. As I just think about it, because I do often forget about that. I do often forget about actually the, as stupid or as dumb as it might sound, I forget about the people that I'm having around me. I don't know why, please don't judge me. But yeah, unsubbed from a toxic, hateful subreddit community, which is something that we all should be doing. And also unsub the people. Because yeah, you don't need them. You just don't need them. You don't need those negative motherfuckers. You don't need them. Today I learned Paula Deen of deep fried cheesecake and donut hamburger fame kept her diabetes diagnosis secret for 3 years. She also announced she took a sponsorship from a diabetes drug company the day she revealed her condition. Well, if you can do that, why not? Today I learned that during filming of the movie Gladiator, Oliver Reed, who played Proximo, died after getting into a drinking match. What? Oliver Reed, who played Proximo, died after getting into a drinking match with sailors in a bar in Malta, where Reed is said to have downed 8 pins, 12 double rums, and a bottle of whiskey. In his honor, the bar changed its name to Ollie's Last Pub. This is insane. Did he die due to the alcohol consumption or because of got into a drinking match? Well, I do think, which is a fucked up death, to be honest, because it's quite unnecessary. It still depends, though, why you have started to drink, because, some people drink because they want to deal with certain things that are going on in their life, and some other people drink because of fun. I do think that this is kind of more to the later thing. But yeah. Image, you'll never be the best, but you can always be better. It's too big a world to be in competition with everybody else. The only guy I have to get better than is who I am right now. And the funny thing, I've talked to, I would say buddy of mine. Actually pretty funny, the quote-unquote new job that I'm having for the Red Cross, the Austrian Red Cross. There is, we have been 3 people. 2 of them are like just me and the other one, we are basically in the same position. Only the difference is that he has been doing the job for, I think 3 months more than me. And I've started last week, so yeah, or 4 months, something like that. And he also said like, well, you can only be better than yourself. That's quite it. You can't be better than, you can be better than somebody else, but it's quite unnecessary. It's not getting you anywhere if you are just, if you really always think about a competition, if you really think about other people all the time, rather than just focusing on yourself and focusing on what you could do to improve in terms of being better than you have been yesterday or being better than you are now. And it is a fucked up thing, because in terms of working out and in terms of how my body looks, I have once again just kind of decreased in the level or whatever you want to just call it now. Because I have been in a better shape, probably like 2 months ago or 1 month ago. I still don't know why, to be honest, why I have declined in just physical shape or whatever. But yeah, then it really hits. But in general, it is way more motivating if you say, okay, I just gotta be better than I've been. And I just, have myself as my competition and whatnot. It lets you feel more in control, I would say. But of course, when you're in the same position as I am, when it is actually like, okay, you have been better once, then it is fucked up. To be honest, if you understand what I mean and what I'm referring to. No one cares about your life, which is from the Stoicism subreddit. I know the title is a bit pessimistic, but hear me out. We are the center of our world since we were born. Literally, our entire existence is seen from our own viewpoint. That is why we think we are so important. People have social anxiety because they think everyone is paying attention to them. These days, people do so much things to impress others, to be accepted, comparing themselves to others. But at the end of the day, it is a tough lesson to learn that really no one cares. Yes, you have friends and family who truly care about your life, but for the most part, no one is even remotely as invested in your life as you are yourself. You see someone in the street wearing super expensive clothes or a homeless guy. Are you thinking about them when you go to sleep? Probably not really. Do you worry about their future? Probably not really. Probably not even close to the way you think about your own life. And I think it is a great point, because we indeed really care about other people, not that much, In terms of, and there is an interesting quote, but I just don't know it now. There is a quote which is, which goes something like this. We do care about other people so much and what they think about us, and how they think about us, and all of those things. But in the end, we're just so selfish. We are really so selfish, and it's an interesting thing. I do hope that I hope that I have kind of, I hope the meaning is still the same. There is a really great quote, and it is actually a pity that I don't know it yet, or now. Well, yeah, anyway. Once you live more, you'll realize how small some of your current problems are. Think big and strive. Life is so much bigger than what currently perceive. And this is definitely the case. Definitely, there's so much, whatever heartbreak you're going through, whatever misery you're going through, whatever you're thinking and whatever you just have to go through. Some people go through something way, 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 way worse. But on the other hand, life is long. Life really, truly is long. And I have been going through a big breakup. I can't talk today. I've been going through a breakup for the past, I think, basically, we have broken up in May or something. Now we're having August, which is, it's actually 3 months. It's actually not that much, quite. 4 months now. But I just only think about it for the last 2 months, and it has been a really tough thing for me. I still am in contact with this person, and I don't hate anybody, and I don't wish anything bad to anybody. Whatever somebody did to me, even though I do have to point out there wasn't that many people that did something bad to me up to this point. At least I didn't think about it in that way. But I don't know, I just really don't believe that revenge and just wishing something bad to somebody or for somebody is sensical. I don't really believe that this is something smart, and I don't really believe that this is something necessary, and it doesn't make any sense for me, and it's just a waste of time and energy and whatnot. The thing is, it's been a really tough time. It's really, really been an extremely tough time for me, and it still sometimes is. I'm not gonna lie, but we have to remember that our life is really long. This is definitely something that I'm concerned about, or I'm thinking about right now. But I don't know. Let's just talk about in a year. Maybe in a year I'm having a new girlfriend. Maybe in a year my life is completely different. Maybe in a year I'm dead. I don't know. I really don't. But the thing is that these things, they are not going to be concerning to me, or I'm not going to be concerned about them in a year or 2 years or 3 years or 5 years. It's, of course, definitely comes up to what it is all about. This breakup of this relationship that I had might not be that of a significant thing compared to somebody dying or somebody leaving you that have been in a way longer relationship with, and all of those things. But in the end, we're going to forget about things. In the end, we forget about things. And in the end, everything is going to be all right. It just takes time. And this is the fucked up part, because we don't know how much time it's going to take us. We don't know if it is going to be 1 year. We don't know if it's going to be 5 years. We don't know if it is going to be 50 years. Sometimes things take some while. Of course, we can do certain things to just make it happen a bit faster. And we can really do something smart in these situations. But on the other hand, there's also some things that, we can't do that much. It's just sitting through it sometimes and then waiting and trying to make things better and trying to just not die because of our negativity or because of these thoughts and these things that we have to deal with. Today I learned an outbreak of syphilis caused a surge in wig making. Wigs covered up baldness and had sores caused by syphilis. Powdered wigs were popular because the powder contained lavender or orange to cover up bad smells. That's interesting, just coming back to really caring about what anybody thinks about you. Of course, back in the days, it might have been a bit different because, people have been a bit different, obviously, but still, essentially, it is quite the same thing. Today I learned that Andrew Buckley, who portrayed David Wallace in The Office, actually had a bachelor's degree from Stanford and works at Merrill Lynch as a wealth management advisor. He acted in The Office because he considered acting on the show a hobby. He said, "This is what I do instead of playing golf." I don't know who Andrew Buckley is, but I do believe that it might be a important role in just The Office. I don't know. But I would just argue that putting The Office in quotation marks is making it a bit easier for me to read, or for people to read in general. Just as a side note. Why do people disrespect me all the time? I'm not going to go into detail. I'm going to make this as short as I can. I am a 24-year male, and all my life I feel disrespected, stepped on, and taken advantage of. In elementary school, I wasn't really bullied, but when people did things to me, I never stood up for myself. In high school, I often got bullied, beaten up, and disrespected on a daily basis. It was tough for me. I thought when I went to college, it would stop. I never got physically bullied, but people would just say things to me to hurt me for no reason. I even had a girl in college say, "You're way too nice." She was my date and she got too drunk, so I walked her back to her room safely and left her. ? I'm too nice? ? I recently moved to Japan 2 years ago, and again, I thought it would stop, but I get abused daily by my boss. She yells at me, snaps at me like I'm some sort of animal, and tells me constantly that she can't trust me because I forgot to hand out flyers. I've told her that I'm bombarded with work. I work about 60 hours a week. I just really forget sometimes, and she doesn't care. My girlfriend, who broke up with me 3 months ago, continually abused me. She used condoms in my house without telling me and said it was for checking her vagina. Could be true, but just the way she went about it messed me up. She met up with guys behind my back. She contacted my ex-girlfriend in my home country, talked to her on the phone for 2 hours talking shit about me. And the biggest denominator between all these instances, I legit don't bother people. I hate confrontation. I don't like to step on people. I don't do it. I respect people's boundaries. I hate raising my voice. I just don't get it. I legit leave people alone and they always abuse me. I don't know if my appearance has anything to do with it. I'm 6 foot tall, 200 pound, slightly muscular black male. I've gotten things like you're the pussiest black guy I know, or I thought you were a football player, but you're just a bitch. Because of my appearance, I'm supposed to be mean. I don't get it. I don't want to reinforce that stereotype, but I'm at the point where mentally I can't take it anymore. If I have to be mean to people to protect my sanity, then should just do it right. P.S. Maybe somebody will say to set up your boundaries with people, but I tell them I don't like what they are doing, but they still do it. Let's see what the top comment says. You say you set boundaries, but I don't think you follow through. It's not enough to tell people to stop doing things. You have to be willing to walk away if they still choose to disrespect you. In doing so, I promise you'll make room for good people who won't do that shit. If you're surrounded by negativity, attracts the wrong people to you, the opposite is also true. Stick by what you believe. If you're a good person with good morals, and the right people will want to be around you and will respect you. Apparently, I don't know. I can't tell. But I do have to say, we as friends, we've always been just kind of joking about each other and stuff like that. And it's never actually been that of a big deal for me. But I recently, and it's pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting thing. And this has actually been the first time where I thought, are they trying to bully me? Are they trying to make fun of me? Are they trying to do something to me? In the end, I didn't care, really. I have actually forgotten about it up to this point where I'm just reading this and it reminded me. I have very strange eating habits. So you'll see me eat tofu, a full package, and you're gonna see me eat beans out of a can and just all of that shit, just because this is how I work and this is what I'm gonna do. And this is how I'm fueling my body. I just don't want to pay a lot of money, but I want to get my protein in and I want to get all my calories and also the volume in. Very important for me. So I just do shit and I don't really care. I'm just gonna buy this and eat that, and that's it. I've been in class quite, and people have been really, they have really been amused about the fact that I eat canned beans nearly every single fucking day. Either beans or lentils or something else. They really thought that it is very funny. And, I don't know. I then actually thought, do they really try to kind of just diss me? Do they try to kind of bother me? Do they try to just get me down or something? Slightly. Because I don't know, of course I can understand, okay, the first day it is funny, yeah, you're eating beans. Maybe the next week or just the whole week it is funny, oh, this guy's eating beans. But I don't know, after a week, doesn't it just, I don't know, doesn't it get normal if somebody eats something every single fucking day for a week, that it is just what it is? I don't know, it might just not be how you're doing things, but if some other people are doing it in just another way or whatnot, then it is fine. So it's pretty interesting. In the end, I thought, well, even though if they actually meant it okay, I'm gonna diss you, I'm gonna be bullying you, then I would actually feel very sorry for them. Because if you need to do that, then just think about fucking your life, how bad that is. If somebody's bullying you, always think about what their life is like and maybe why they are doing that, because there most often is a reason. Maybe it is just on a very deep level of their subconscious where this problem is. Maybe it's due to their parents being divorced. Maybe it's due to just some other fucked up shit that happened in their life. But in the end, I don't necessarily believe that bullying is something that a quote-unquote healthy person would be doing. There is always some insecurities involved. There's always some reasons involved, whatever it might be. And most often I do want to say and do think that it is not a good reason why they're doing that. So I don't know, actually feeling sorry for those people because they need to do that to feel good about themselves is maybe a good quote-unquote tactic or a good way to just deal with that. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the episode there. So I wish you the best health of happiness and all success, and also hope that you're going to write yourself and you're going to be remembered, which basically means your legacy basically means you're a very nice person and being remembered as a nice person, which is a pretty fucking cool thing. 3 other questions that I have you are, why are you here? What are you trying to change and what is bothering you the most? These 3 questions are hopefully going to show you your purpose and maybe even a business idea And yeah, another question I'm having for you is, what could you essentially say to another person that is really indeed going to change their life? Because I totally believe we all can say something, and I totally believe that we all can, we all can stand up for ourselves and stuff. And we all can be just nice people. We all can be nice to each other and just give them compliments, because not a lot of people are doing that. And this is something that I really do want to reinforce. Not a lot of people are giving compliments. Not a lot of people are as direct as some other people are, and being like, well, I just really like your shoes. I really like your character. I do think that you're just a really polite person. Just to let you know. And it is going to make them feel fucking amazing. But yeah, anyway. So, with that being said, I'm hopefully going to see you the next time. Bye-bye. Please stay safe, you and your family. And yeah, I'm going to see you.